given the context of your book, what do you think is wrong with the Filipino people today?
Ako, what I say is that what is wrong with us is the kanya-kanya mentality. The kanya-kanya mentality is what is culturally wrong with us as a people. No, kanya-kanya mentality. Where do you see this? Sa traffic, sa EDSA. Why is it that nag-aagawan? Kanya-kanya eh. Dahil yung isa gusto mauna. Diba? Tapos pag nagkaaway pa, nagbabarilan, nagsusuntukan, that's a sign of kanya-kanya mentality. Sa linya, diba? Nag-aagawan sa linya. Dahil gusto niya mauna siya. Kahit na late siya dumating, gusto niya mauna siya. Sisingit siya, kanya-kanya mentality. And we see that also in politics. Why is it that political leaders, when they are elected, they steal money from the public funds? Because they only think of themselves and their family. Kanya-kanya. Pamilya lang. Sarili lang. We also see that among business people. Why do you think that we have big companies, rich businessmen in our country, but sa companies nila, despite the fact that their companies are earning so well, making so much money, and yet they pay their people low. Kanya-kanya lang, because they could not go beyond. They only think of themselves. They don't think of their employees are as part of a greater family, a bigger family. Kanya-kanya mentality. So if you ask me, that is essentially what is culturally wrong with us, that kanya-kanya mentality. How do you address that? You can only address that if, again, it's education. We are one people as a nation. We are one family as a nation, as a people. We must be our brother's keeper. That's in the US. That's how they do it. Every presidential election campaign, the candidates would say that we must be our brother's keeper. We are one family as a people and as a nation. So I think we have to go back to that, education. The way I see it, what is lacking in our education is that early on, the sense of country, belonging to a nation, is not taught. No? Early on. That's why, pagpasok mo sa school, our youth, our students, they are more fanatic with their school, with UP Diliman, with Ateneo. They're more fanatic, they're more loyal to their school than to their country. Because early on, that love for country and belonging to a nation is not taught deeply. So I think we have to address that. So if you ask me, that's the kanya-kanya mentality, which is really what is culturally wrong with us as people. It leads to so many problems in our country. The graft and corruption by the government officials, pag nandun na sila, bakit pamilya lang iniisip, kaibigan lang, mga cronies lang iniisip, why not the country as a whole? Because they could not see a brother in a Filipino. And I guess partly that is what is lacking in our education. For me, the highest level of education is when we learn to see a brother in every Filipino. When we learn to see that a Filipino, regardless of his status in life, regardless of his religion, regardless of his education, regardless of his economic status in life, I see you as a brother. I see you as a sister. I see you as part of the Filipino family. And I think that is what is lacking with our education. We have produced some of the most intelligent people in the world. Philippines. We have produced some of the best doctors in the world. We have produced some of the best engineers in the world. We have produced some of the best, including the best managers, best businessmen, best bankers in the world. Our country has produced them. But we still have to produce real patriots. We have produced professionals, but not patriots. We have produced good businessmen, but not patriots. We have produced great scientists, great managers, but not patriots. So what we need is really to combine these two. Uh, EQ is very important. IQ is very important, right? Intelligence is very important. EQ is also very important. But PQ is also very important. Patriotism quotient is also very important to build our country. So if you ask me, that's what is lacking. I know you are from UP Diliman. You know, I was invited as the graduation speaker of the College of Mass Communications, UP Diliman, in 2009, March. And so I prepared for my speech, my graduation speech. And I learned that the speaker the year before was, for UP Centennial, was Washington CC, the founder of the biggest accounting firm in the country, yung CC SGB, Washington CC. By today, he's already mga 92 years old, but still strong. You know what the speech that he gave, Washington CC, in 2008 during the centennial celebration of UP, 100th celebration, sabi ni Washington CC, congratulations UP on your 100th year. Do you know that in the last 100 years, graduates of UP had occupied Malacanang for a total of 46 years. Alumni of UP had occupied Malacanang for the last, for a combined number of years of 46 years for the last 100 years. And Washington CC said, akala ko ba mga patriotic kayo? What happened to our country when our country was in your hands? Almost half of the last 100 years, our country was in your hands. But what happened to our country today? So UP Diliman has produced a lot of great leaders, great businessmen, but kulang pa rin sa patriotism, I think.